Hello, everybody. I am your Immortal Afro Josh. You are watching Immortal Afro Gaming, where we will make gaming niche again. Hello, today I'm joined by my co-host H3 of the game. Before I say how you doing, something interesting just happened just now. So while I was going live, so Twitch is just now going live. All right. If you look at my video on YouTube, the title is called Degenerate Company Reverses Degenerate Policies. What's up, High Level Productions? Welcome to the show. But for some reason on Twitch, it wouldn't let me go live. It said I had to change the title. So, so what I'm about to do, because oh boy, Twitch y'all fake and gay. Like, man. I'm going to update the like, since I can't change the title for Twitch, I am going to do this right here. A little bit of little magic.
Little magic, huh?
Yeah.
They on to you, Josh. They watching you, man.
Man, it's funny how y'all got time to do this shit, but y'all fine with titties. And ooh. Make it make sense. Man, anyway, so you know what we talking about. We live on YouTube, Twitch, and X, formerly known as Twitter. And yeah. So degeneracy encourages alienating, chasing short-term happiness instead of long-term, makes one way of living more artificial than and less authentic. You are absolutely correct, High Level Production. That's what this surprise live is all about. But yeah, so okay, without further ado,
Idiots.
how you doing, Herb?
Idiots. Absolute idiots. That's how I feel right now. I'm okay. Little kind of like on edge, little mad, but I'm okay.
Right. Yeah, this is funny because because like as soon as I click go live, I got a little explanation. It's like, hey, something's wrong. It's like, what the fuck you mean something wrong? Because at first it has the same title. I was like, how do y'all know y'all the ones I'm talking about? I mean, I know it's obvious, but Twitch isn't in the title. Then I switched it to Twitch reverses degenerate policy, and they're like, you still can't use that. I was like, man, y'all some hoes over here. But so anyway, we got an update to the story involving Twitch allowing whores and sluts to run rampant with their degenerate behavior on Twitch, which is a pretty big platform, primarily known for video games. That is definitely has a large audience of relatively young viewers, children. I'd go so far as to say, and that went into effect, I think, about 2 days ago, give or take. And recently, they've updated their policy to remove a lot of that degenerate behavior because, as you know, the internet challenge accepted. And for like a good day, I'm assuming it was nothing but just straight porn all over Twitch. And mind you, you did not need to have like a authenticated 18 years or older account to see it. It was just there everywhere on the platform. So, you know.
So, basically they're creating their own problems. But we got two articles to look at. First, let's go over the policy changes again one more time. So you'll be in the know. If you haven't watched our stream yesterday or whatever, we'll go over the changes that they made. That's so controversial. Let's see here. And can you share my screen really quick, Josh?
All right.
So just the other day, they updated their what is this? Their new policy, right? So the policy allows for you to, I guess, have sexual themes, but with some type of limit on it. So let's see what it says. So Twitch is now allowing the following content, which was previously prohibited entirely. So they're allowing this nudity. So fictionalized, drawn, animated, sculpted, fully exposed female presenting breast or genitals or buttocks, regardless of gender. There's a thriving artist community on Twitch, and this policy was overly punitive and did not reflect the impact of the channel. So, okay, let's see. What does Twitch allow in this revised policy? So you can have drawn, animated, or sculpted sexual body parts, regardless of gender, such as doing a nude figure drawing. So a person can be on Twitch nude as long as you're drawing it. And let's see what else. However, fictionalized sexual acts or masturbation remains prohibited. So you can't actually do sexual acts or jack off.
Yet.
Body writing or female presenting breasts or buttocks, regardless of the gender. Twitch attire policy already allows body art on breasts and buttocks, so this change makes these policies consistent. So they also said, okay, if you want to twerk, if you want to grind, if you want to pole dance, you can do it. Just the other day, I was going down the in real life rabbit hole because I had never really checked it out. And sure enough, they were dancing and going down poles and all types of stuff. I was like, man, what is this? What is this site? But you get the gist of it. So within 24 hours, Twitch quickly rolls back artistic nudity policy after tidal wave of adult content. So here's the thing. They said we're going to allow all of this sexual content. And it's like, okay, what do you think was going to happen? What do you think was going to happen? You know? So streaming platform Twitch has already versed a new artistic nudity policy within 24 hours of making controversial policy changes. So within 24 hours, they said no.
Yeah, that's all it took for the entirety of the internet to just test the limits of this policy.
Yeah. I don't know what their thinking is or what they thought was going to happen, because there's a lot of freaking fools out here that was waiting on this. And like you said, the internet censored this policy and Twitch folded like a piece of paper, boy.
No.
So let me read this article. The now reverse policy changes will abruptly let stringers present fictional, fully exposed female presenting breasts, genitals, and buttocks. They're not fully on fictional pornography or sexual acts. Also allowed with the changes were popular dances like twerking, grinding, pole dances, which for a brief internet moment were allowed on Twitch without the sexual themes label. Once the site was flooded with a tidal wave of sexual content, many fans expressed concerns over the platform being, I don't know what that word is,
inundated
with special content frequently unrelated to video games. Well, what did you think?
Yeah, and you know, and here's the funny thing, man, because you know, my handle is Make Gaming Niche Again. And I think, in my opinion, looking at Twitch now, one of the biggest mistakes they could have made wasn't this recent thing. It was the introduction and allowing these other categories to even exist on the platform. IRL, creative. I can see creative, but IRL specifically, the ASMR, sports coverage, like the fact that Twitch broadened their scope so much is what allowed it to move away from what it was supposed to originally be. Sorry if y'all can hear the train. The train just tripping right now. But yeah, stuff like sports that has nothing to do with fucking video games. Video games has been seemingly sidelined on their own site, which was originally what rose Twitch to fame.
Yeah.
So
it's originally what it was for. you know. And now you got your hot tub streamers, you got your uh, jiggly streamers, and like, dude, like seriously, I was like I said, I went down the in real life tube just to see what it was, and you got women licking microphones and whispering in microphones. It's like the most annoying thing ever. I'm like, what is this? This is like really, really stupid. But it has totally nothing to do with gaming at all. Licking the microphone. What? Who wants to hear that? Really? But back to this article, man. So Twitch has now reversed those policy changes, so none of this is allowed anymore. As much of the content created has been met with community concerns, which are concerns we share at Twitch. Whatever. Shut up, Twitch.
Sure.
The company is seemingly blaming the AI produced art for the glut of adult content that hits the platform and not pole dancing e-girls. What the hell? You allowed it. AI art is art. it's like what are you doing? It's like I said, they're creating their own problems, and it irritates me because I said in the last stream, these people are hypocrites. Like really, really,
Yeah.
really like huge hypocrites. Okay, let me get back to this article. Okay, so regardless, after the deluge of sexual content blanketed the platform yesterday and through last night, Twitch has pumped the brakes. On reflection, we have decided that we went too far. No shit. No shit. Upon reflection, we have decided we went too far with this change, the company said. So, effective today, we are rolling back the artistic nudity changes. Moving forward, depictions of real or fictional nudity won't be allowed on Twitch, regardless of the media. You should have did that in the first place. I said
Uh-oh.
that yesterday. It's like if you're gonna remove sexuality and nudity in one section, you might as well do it everywhere. Unless you're gonna be, that means you're being hypocritical.
See, I'm of the opinion that this was not a mistake. I believe this is just more social engineering in an attempt to push a particular group of people, young men, into a vulnerable state. High level productions. So we are all human and we have urges, but there's a time and place for such behavior. Any mention of an opinion that relates to discipline or self control is typically refuted with bitterness. I agree. But my issue with Twitch is that to me, this is an attack on like I said, okay. I can't avoid talking about the main issue here, which in my opinion is women. It's always going to be women. Like Herb, I just sent you an image of Twitch on Discord. Check that out.
You know what? I saw that. Like I said, I went down the in real life
Mm.
rabbit hole, and I saw that.
Yeah.
And there was a whole bunch of. I'll tell you what it was. It was a whole bunch of women talking in the pool, playing spin the bottle, kissing each other, and smacking each other in explicit places. And I'm like, oh my god, is
Yeah,
this what Twitch is?
yeah, because and it's funny because as guys, like normally we'd be like, yeah, man, I like that stuff, but I like it where it belongs because
Exactly.
the whole thing, and this is where I think there really needs to be a push to really build, cultivate, and maintain a space specifically for men. Like, and I don't just mean like men, guy stuff, shit like that, but specifically gaming because gaming has been inundated with sluts and whores. Because, and it's just like I said the other day, this is what they come here to do. They don't come here to be a part of, the community. They come here to uh be attention whores. They come here, and what's so bad about the scenario is because Twitch is a massive site, right? There's a lot of people coming here, a lot of young kids, and normally I don't like to sit here and sound like a boomer. Like, think of the children. Like, I feel like that's supposed to be something you're supposed to do anyway, just for their sake, because a young child isn't gonna, you know, they shouldn't be exposed to this stuff. But here's this giant company pushing it actively while pretending as though it was just a mistake. It's like they have the metrics, they know what their demographics are. There's no way it wasn't an accident. This, to me, this is just like, boiling the frog, seeing what they can get away with, and then jumping back, acting like it's something that they didn't mean to do,
Of
so on and so
course,
forth.
it's terrible. Like absolutely terrible. It's like the person was saying and commented. There's a time and place for everything. I believe Twitch is not the place for that type of stuff.
Yep.
It
Oh,
is not the place.
yeah. Oh, and here's another thing. All right, I want to show this clip. Uh, let me pull it up over here. So we're all familiar with Asmongold, right? He's a Twitch streamer, pretty well known, very very popular, pretty big channel, sizable following, right? He had a take. We're gonna watch his take, and we're gonna have some commentary with it.
Oh Lord.
Pearls over this shit are just sad. Your take is 100%. Incels clutching their pearls over this shit are just sad. Your take is 100% dead on correct. Well, of course it is, because the reason why incels get mad about this stuff is because it gives autonomy to women in a way that they don't want them to have, because they think that it's unfair. And it is unfair, guys. I'm gonna say it is unfair that women have a disproportionately massive advantage in the sexual marketplace. They can make 10 times the amount of money you can make whenever they're in their 20s because they're extremely attractive. You're absolutely right. That's unfair. And you know what else is unfair? Everything else.
Yeah, shut your ass up.
Whenever they're 30 or 40 or 50, how fair are things then? It's a very reductive mindset. And that's the truth.
Okay.
Shut your ass up. What you say his name was?
Asmongold.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, man.
Okay,
Shut
so
up.
here's the tweet I made in regards to his statement. Our culture will never recover with manlets like this constantly pushing female degeneracy as their only means of validation. Twitch is supposed to be a gaming-focused platform. Do whores not have enough porn outlets available to them already? So the problem with his entire statement is that he's coming from like the position of like, hey, it's okay for women to do this because it's like it doesn't matter that he's conflating two completely different arguments, because
Exactly.
the main problem here is that Twitch is not a cam site for whores. It is a video game site that just so happens to allow IRL streams, music, creative, other outlets, and as it would, because that's what a platform grows. Like, hey, let's add some more categories in here so we can blah blah blah. Totally makes sense. But at the core of it all, Twitch is a game-focused platform, which means video games, all types, not just one type of video game, not just M-rated or T-rated, E for everybody. There's a place for everyone. You can play your MMOs here, your Minecraft, which means you're going to have a demographic stretching from as young as 10 to as old as 50. But you know for damn sure that the majority of the traffic is going to be people under the age of 18, because this is not exclusively a porn site. So his whole argument saying like, oh yeah, it's not fair. What about when women get older and blah blah blah? I was like, I don't know where the hell you got that from. That's not the argument incels are making. And I hate how they frame anyone who doesn't agree with their stance as like incels or weirdos or whatever. It's like, look, that may be the case for a lot of people here, but even the most adamant incel isn't complaining about women making money here. We already know women make money by
It's
selling
not
their
the point.
bodies. Like,
Yeah,
that's complete.
yeah.
So
He's completely missing the point.
yeah,
like we are not talking about that at all. It's like women. We know that women use their bodies for money. Who cares? The main point is we have a platform for gaming, and there's a time and place for everything. When I get on Twitch, I don't want to see that. It's
yeah,
like, and, you know, as much as I love women, I like seeing women in beautiful, you know, poses or whatever the case may be. And, you know, I'm a man. Of course, I'm a, you know, I like seeing some of that stuff. But when I get on Twitch, when I get in gaming mode, I don't care about none of that. I want to play my game. I want to watch my game, you know, on this gaming website. That's what I came for. They have plenty of, like you said, they got plenty of adult websites. You got your OnlyFans, you got your corn hubs and all these type of places to go and watch that type of stuff. But this platform is specifically for us to, I don't care if you're a man or woman, if you like gaming, this is where you're supposed to go. But now it's just flooded with stuff that has nothing to do with what we're trying to view or see, you know?
yeah. Because if you look at a lot of these channels, they link their OnlyFans. They link they link direct access to websites that show, excuse me, that show this type of content, and it's like, of course it's a violation, but the thing, and I'm glad they did it, because this has been an issue for the longest, the whole hot tub and all that shit, useless content on this website, right? This is just a precursor to get to the real stuff that they want to sell, which is porn, debauchery, degeneracy. And my thing is like, why don't y'all just go there? Like, is the traffic full of weird, creepy guys that are constantly doing weird stuff not enough for you over there on the hub? Or is it because competition is so much stricter there? Because you're not willing to do the crazy stuff that some of the other experienced whores do, that you're like, well, I guess I'll play it safe and come over here where there are 10-year-olds. So it's just like, of course, if I had it my way, if there was like any type of streams that had any level of like sexual deviancy, cleavage, your account getting nuked from orbit. Because if anything, the allowing like those different levels of categories to exist only for this to run rampant shows that it should never been opened up in the first place. It should have just stayed a gaming site.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. So this is just a test run or example of why, you know, these sexual content shouldn't be on this site. And I'm mad, but the whole situation is funny too. Like you said, the internet just went ham. It's like, okay, you want to change these rules? You want to allow sexuality? You want to allow fictional drawings? Oh my God, the floodgates were open. These folks like went ham.
well, I'm talking
Straight ham.
pictures.
And you know what? I'm glad they did to show how wrong they were in changing these policies or adding on to the policy, making it clearer on what people could and could not do when it comes to sexual content. And because like when I first read the article, I thought they were trying to clean up their act. That's what I thought. I was like, hey, well, okay, they're trying to do something good, but you cleared it up to me that they were actually allowing more sexual content on the site. So
Yeah,
they deserve everything that they get.
because like
Everything.
I said, this is one of the biggest issues that like a lot, but like before all that stuff really was just on board. That was a lot of things that people were complaining about, because they're like, hey, that this is like one of the only places we can go to like just game. You know, it's already bad enough that we got advertisers and all the NFL and all this shit over here. Like, we don't, why we got to see all this shit? And of course, the bigger Twitch got, the more money it costs to run stuff, and so the ads get more obnoxious. That was like the other half of it, because like you got to sit through like 6-7 ads sometimes, like really trying to push you to get Nitro. And some people just like, I ain't paying for that shit, man. Because like, first of all, there's no incentive. You're forcing me to sit through a bunch of stuff that has nothing to do with Twitch in order to watch Twitch. I just want to watch my favorite streamer play his game. If it's like a cost or whatever, I would pay it just so only if it was like of value to me. Not just some like, oh, okay, you guys partner with the NFL so you can cover the latest football game. Nobody here plays fucking football. Like, yeah, they play Madden, but why are you streaming a live game? But
Yeah, like that guy. Well, what's the guy's name again?
Asmongold.
Yeah, his take is like so out of touch, and I feel like he the real goddamn incel, the real simp.
Yeah, because it's like they'll let women get away with anything. Because you see, like his whole disposition was just like women have it hard enough as it is. Think about when they turn 40. Like, what?
What?
Like, what does that have to do with anything? Like, if they actually gave a shit about anything, they wouldn't be out here selling their bodies. They'd be finding a man. But
or finding a respectable job, but
like, hey, look, I don't even want to say that. Like, hey, if twerking and booty shaking is how you make your bread, do it.
Yeah,
not here.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say, just take it over there somewhere, wherever you want to go. Do your thing, but get it off this platform because I'm not trying to see that here.
Yeah, because
especially the goddamn licking in the mic. Shut up. Shut your shit down. Licking in the microphone, whispering, "Hey guys, what are you doing today? Shut up. Get off the platform. Why don't you play some games?"
They are playing games.
The wrong games.
Yeah, like I never really got the appeal of ASMR because I watched it was a long time ago. I watched somebody was like explaining it, and he was like, "Well, like when that feeling where you hear certain things and it sounds so good, make you get your goosebumps." I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like I can, okay, those I don't know if you ever watch them, but those videos on YouTube, farmers are like cleaning the hooves off their cows or the horses and stuff.
Okay.
Like stuff like that, I find pretty darn interesting. Like I find myself just looking at it like, wow, that's pretty cool. But that's about it. Like that's the closest I can get as far as like relating to what he's talking about. But going from that to some girls licking all over him, like,
bro, it sounds like like the aliens from the movie Aliens. It feels like whatever goo is on them, it just seems like somebody's just rubbing their hands through it. And it's coming in your ear, and it's like, oh my god, this sounds like disgusting.
Like I said, I don't get the appeal, and it's like a bunch of weirdos who just like it. And I'm like, look, dude, if you like it, why don't y'all make the Twitch equivalent to fucking ASMR.TV?
Exactly.
Or some shit.
See,
it's like
the thing. They don't want to do that. They don't want to spend the money to do that.
Yeah, we talking about the xenomorphs.
The xenomorphs. Yeah. The slime that be on them.
Yeah, like they slobbing all on you.
Yeah, slime coming all out their mouth and climbing on the ceiling. That's what I think of when they're looking into those microphones. I'm like, oh my god, it sounds disgusting.
Yeah, and it's like a huge chunk of what this website is about now, and it's just like, and there's been plenty of people who leave the comments like, yeah, remember when Twitch was about video games? Pepperidge Farm remembers. And it's like the only thing I'm willing to kind of lean on is like the art, but I'm like, y'all already have a website, Picarto. Like, look, as far as just regular art, sure, but the degenerate shit, go to Picarto. They fine with it. Like there's your alternative right there. Like I see like porn art streamed over there every day. And I'm like, well, this is an art website. This is like Twitch, but for streaming art. I mean, if you want to do the weird stuff, do it over there. Their terms of service seem a lot more lax.
Here's the obvious thing. So Twitch is a huge platform that's mainly dominated by men. And if you want to go to a platform where you want to appeal to men, Twitch is like a target for it. So you take whatever you want, woman on dancing on a pole or in a hot tub. There are men there. Men want to see that. And they really don't have to gather a base because the base is already there. The men are already there. They just flock to it and put up whatever they want to put. And if they like it, it's an easy, thing for them,
Yeah, and like
It's
normally
easy. And then like you said, you got children on there, you got adults on there, you got this wide range of like people and or men, let me say men, because I think it's mostly men watching this stuff. So it's an easy target.
yeah,
It's an
and
easy
like
target for them.
from a business standpoint, I get it, but the thing that's supposed to kind of like make them think twice is like, hey, this is a pretty like wide range of people on here, mainly children. Like you can't really. I don't see how a lot of these women can get on here knowing that there's probably a shit ton, like out of the hundreds of people in their chat, they gotta know that at least close to half of them are underage. You gotta know that,
Well, the
and for
thing,
them to, hmm,
well, go ahead.
yeah, like I'm just saying, I do think a lot of them, a lot of these women who do this weird sexual stuff, I think they know that at least a good portion of their audience that's live in there with them is underage teenage boys. I know
Well,
they know that.
for the longest time, I've been thinking, why does Twitch allow this?
Because
Like,
again,
why? These are the heads of this website, and it's like they're allowing this stuff that's just really degenerate. You
because
know,
it's ran by women. Because here's the issue: like the sexual revolution, it never shouldn't have happened. Because the problem in today's society is that women think being sluts and whores is the equivalent to a man being a successful businessman. It's like it's their path to success. The only problem is that it isn't. Not really. It is a path to a successful career, but not a respectable one. And when
it's
all you
key.
have is your body, because remember we talked about this the other day, they simultaneously criticize us for treating them like a piece of meat. I'm not just a piece of meat for you to hit me with your male gaze. Then why are you half naked in a bathtub? Like, I mean, I thought we were all on the same page here. I didn't come here to hear about your day,
Yeah, like
your
why why
personality.
why are you sliding down that pole? Why are
Yeah,
you
I'm covered
twerking?
in
Yeah, why are you twerking in the camera like that? Like,
yeah, covered in oil with two strings on. It's like
see what you don't know. This is all educational and a
it's
part of my sophisticated side that I want to show to my community. Something stupid.
yeah, a bunch of bullshit. This is my
Yeah,
artistic
yeah,
expression.
yeah. This is
Like,
my artistic expression. I'm a woman. I can do what I want to do.
yeah, uh-huh. What else? What else can you do?
So what else can you do?
Yeah, yeah, like you like a second away from like, hey, put in the request. What do you want me to shove somewhere? Huh? Like just like you saw the Twitch goals, like, oh, 10 subs will get you your name written on my forehead. I'm like a piece of meat. Like, come on, dude. Like, this is my piece of meat. Look, my name on it. I paid $150 to get my name on it. Then the next guy, no, erase that shit. I'll give you 300. Like, oh
it's
my
it's
god.
it's crazy that like the things that they were showing on Twitch was already extreme, but with these rule changes, it went to the ultimate extreme. And it seems like it always takes something extreme for things to change sometimes.
Well, not
And
even
this,
change some of the time, because like I said, I don't think this was an accident. They did this knowingly because my thing, the people behind Twitch are a bunch of women and uh toothless simps who will do whatever these women say because they think it's gonna get them a shot to date this weirdo girl. Because like I don't know if you remember, this is a long time ago. I had covered on the episode of The Good, Bad, and the Ugly, and it was this new Twitch moderator. It was she, it had some important position at Twitch, and of course, it was one of those weirdos who was like, I'm a deerkin, and I wake up and eat grass every day. I identify as a fucking animal. And they were like legit, they were on the Twitch team of what do you call it? Like, you know,
The
service or
panel,
whatever.
yeah, the
Yeah.
panel, directors board or whatever.
Yeah. And so this weirdo was just like, yep, if you do something I don't like, I have the power to ban you. I was like, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, this is the people running Twitch. And 100, multi-million dollar company because they're a subsidiary of Amazon, so they're not hurting for money. It's not a money issue. They may be losing Amazon a lot of money, but Amazon ain't about to shut it down because there's too many people here. There's too many people that you can influence with this type of shit. So
You know what? I forgot about that. They're owned by Amazon.
yeah, like that's why whenever you get like Amazon Prime or Twitch or whatever, you get free Prime membership.
Yeah. You know what? Somebody from Amazon might have stepped in too. Like, hey, you guys are being stupid. Change this shit right now.
Yeah. Like, I'm getting all these pings or whatever talking about Twitch is doing porn. When we start doing that? Like, we try to sell damn merchandise over the internet. What the hell?
It is ridiculous, man.
Well,
But I'm curious to how these rules change. I'm not trying to keep up with it. But so let me see. So to be clear, so they're getting rid of all nudity and sexual things.
they're not getting rid of it. They're paring it back because you can look on Twitch right now. There's still a bunch of titties and ass everywhere. Unspoiled yesterday. What's up, man? Welcome to the stream. But because like there's one girl right here. Her name, but her title is 18 plus, new rules, new meta ? So she's still in here in her bikini. So it's like, not
So
really.
there's always somebody trying to get around the system.
Well, it's the system that they created. So yeah, because like the chick is they're still there. These women with their titties out, but the camera's cut off right here. This is why I say we like look. I think Twitch needs a like. Well, no, never mind. Let me take that back because some of these places already exist. DLive. DLive is a streaming site. I don't know how big it is in comparison, and I don't know exactly what they. Let's see what they. Matter of fact, let me look because it's been a while since I looked into DLive.
You said DLive?
Yeah, the letter D and live. Because I set up an account a long time ago, but me being lazy.
I never heard of DLive.
Yeah, it's another streaming service. Okay.
So it's kind of like Twitch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me turn that off. Okay, so they kind of the same thing. They got a mature tab, news, podcast, family, games, and all that good stuff. I see what I think needs to happen. There needs to be a streaming site that is exclusively for games, nothing but games. They can have a mature tab for games like Grand Theft Auto and shit, and maybe not really bother with certain types of games like gambling, because that was a whole thing that was going on before Kick started, showed up. But I think unless it already exists, but there has to be like a site that's exclusively just for gaming. And it's like, no, like if you got your cleavage out, you're getting banned. Like none of that IRL sexual shit. Like it has to be strictly gaming and nothing else.
Yeah, well, I'm curious to how this evolves. This is crazy, man. It is so crazy, especially how fast they backtrack. I think that just blows my mind. Like You know, it's like you can't count on them to stand on anything. You can't count on them to stand on anything. It's always something hypocritical in everything that they're saying.
Yep, and it's nothing new. Same shit, different day, except they get caught or they have to walk back, whatever, and yada yada yada. But exploitation of young men's loneliness. Yep, no one's gonna help them. No one's gonna come to save them. They have to help themselves because you're responsible for your own happiness. Only you can prevent forest fire. I'm just kidding. But yeah, you're correct. That's the type of message that a lot of young men need to be exposed to instead of all this porn, which is just going to be poison. Because like, look, if you enjoy porn or whatever, that's fine. If you're an adult, but when you're a kid, it's a whole different ball game, man. You gotta. There has to be a lot of checks and balances for kids so that they don't grow up addicted to the stuff and they ruin the first half of their adult life because
Yeah,
they can't get out of it.
yeah, and it's porn can have a adverse effect on your mind, on your relationships, your sex life. It can ruin a lot of things, just like any addiction can.
Mhm.
Um, so it's good to try not to get children exposed to this stuff because it's hard for full grown adults to get out of porn addiction. You
Yep.
know,
Yeah, I give,
I don't know. And I don't know how like a young kid, exposed to it early, but it's gonna take them longer. The longer you're exposed to it, probably the longer it's gonna take you to try to kick that habit, that bad habit. So kids are
definitely.
very impressionable, and
Yeah,
you
and
know,
and and they know that because my thing is like, dude, shame on Twitch, dude. Like they did this on purpose. It's like you guys know for a fact that we have an issue with kids and their unlimited access to a lot of this stuff, and you're just gonna bring it right to their front door. At least make the kid go look for it himself. Y'all just like, hey, you ain't gotta go far. You know that thing you log into every day to watch your favorite Minecraft streamer? Well, just click over here. You know.
yeah,
But
one tab away.
instant access. See, back in our day, we had to look for the shit. We had to earn our keep. But
Yep.
nowadays, it's like, damn, it's almost like the shit's chasing you. You can't get away from it.
Hmm.
But there's another video I wanted to show. This guy, he had did a little experiment. Let me
Okay.
let me share it.
Experiment, huh?
Yep. Here you go. I think here he creates a new Twitch account to see how easy it is to get in. Like, assuming he's underage. So saying he was born 2010, 13-year-old art student.
Wow. A 13-year-old art student. That's funny. Art. Wow. 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 Twitch. Twitch.
It's
Twitch is
all
so
you.
terrible, bro.
It's all you, Twitch.
It's terrible. Terrible. And see, that's crazy how easy it is to get access to this stuff. You know,
And just out of curiosity, I wonder if Twitch is gonna, since they've updated or whatever, I wonder if that's gonna be negatively affect this current stream since I showed that. I don't mind testing the waters
well, Twitch,
because
they as of right now, Twitch is allowing this stuff.
they rolled back the nudity part. Not supposed to see nipples, but we'll see. Because
It's terrible.
I want to see how long that ban is because the context for this stream is talking about what happened that they just allowed a day ago
Yeah,
versus these other people on this, these women on here who are literally doing body paint, sitting up on the camera with their titties flopping around and stuff.
Wow.
So I'm curious to see like how they're gonna hit me with it versus them.
Yeah.
And if I do get a ban, how long is it gonna be? Is it gonna be for a day, a week? You know, do I get a week for talking about the shit they just allowed on the platform for like 2 whole days straight?
Well,
We'll see.
you are male, so men, we always get the longer sentence or the worst sentence for everything.
Well, yeah, but we'll see. I'm a black male. Maybe they'll cut me some slack because they're very inclusive or whatever. But we'll see.
Oh man.
I'm genuinely curious as to like what their course of action is since they're so fair when it comes to doling out things like bans and whatever.
Yeah. Well, I have nothing else to say, man. Like it's just I'm appalled.
Aren't we all? Bobby Gas, the problem isn't the kids, it's the parents that bring them up. Yeah, I hope Asmund Gold isn't a father. Because holy shit. Like, if parents are anything like him, these kids have no chance. They don't have a chance in hell. But, well, only time will tell. I look forward to seeing what Twitch's new guidelines are going to be, if there are any, as well as what they're going to do with this stream.
A 24-hour, change.
Yeah, because it's one of the reasons, like, because for a while I deactivated my Twitch because I think at the time, because this is like a regular occurrence with them. They'll upload a really ridiculous policy that nobody likes, and then roll it back. At the time, it was like, oh, you can't restream to different platforms unless you're a partner. And I refuse to be partner. I don't want to be partner with Twitch. I ain't getting no fucking money from me. I'm gonna use y'all like the whore you are and just post shit for free.
Well, it was not only that, but they were cutting people's money in half, right?
Yep, making even less money, and you had to be a partner, and it was just a raw deal overall.
Oh, and I think there was something with the sponsors too, right?
Yeah,
like the sponsors had to go through Twitch or something like that.
Something to that degree.
You couldn't have outside sponsors.
Yeah, and I think that was messing with other people's money because it's like I can't just be all for Twitch because first of all, y'all don't pay me shit. Y'all want to lock me to this platform and not pay me any money and think I'm gonna stay. Yeah. Like, come on, like a lot of people restream to multiple platforms because it's in their best interest to reach as many people as possible. Twitch may be the biggest fish in the pond, but it's also the stupidest. And one wrong move on their end can nuke all my shit. Doesn't matter how hard I work. So of course I'm gonna restream to other outlets. It's like, y'all, you crazy.
Yeah,
it look like staying to y'all where y'all abuse your users.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
America in general glorifies degeneracy. Cardi B met the president. Oh yeah. Cuties. That was the thing. WAP, sexy, disgusting. The direction we're headed is clear. My opinion, of course. That's not an opinion. High level, that is a fact. That is straight facts, as the kids would say.
Sexy Red is a sophisticated woman in this society.
another slut. Women really putting their best foot forward. I tell you. I swear, give them rights and they kill babies.
Well, I feel like some of the like terrible women get the spotlight, but there are some good ones out there.
There are, but they're not nearly enough of them for it to even matter. That's why I don't have a problem saying like, yeah, just get rid of them all together.
I think there are more good women than bad women. But the thing is, the good women won't speak up against the bad women because they all have this sisterhood type mentality where they can know that, okay, well, sex work is wrong or porn and stripping is wrong. but they won't go against it because they'll be cast outside of the sisterhood. If they don't co-sign some of this stuff that these bad women are doing,
which makes them just as guilty in my eyes.
I
Because
mean, it does.
Yeah, because like for men, if a guy's doing something messed up, he getting dragged.
He calling his ass out. Like
Yeah,
right now with that dude, whatever his name was, Asmon Gold.
yeah,
We calling his ass out right now.
yeah.
Like on the spot.
There's no brotherhood mentality that we have to be concerned with. It's like, dude, if you say something stupid, you get challenged because either you don't. I don't think he actually believes that because it's the same thing with Will Ferrell. He recently went up and said some shit about how like, oh, I think men need to step aside. I'm like, speak for yourself, dude. Like you stop acting like we're just one monolithic figure. Like some of the best people in the world were men, but some of the worst people in the world were men. Correct. And your point doesn't change the fact that we got this far because of men. And like women have something to do with it too. Like, yeah, but yeah, they they always want to turn it into a us versus them, black versus white. There has to be a loser. It's like, no, it's there's no issue with being second place. It's like when I was saying the other day about women can't be main characters. You can't. You're not willing to do what the main character does. Y'all get scared, cold feet. Wanna, and this is like general women in general. For guys, it's like guys in general. Like you can emasculate men all day long, but if you push a man hard enough, he will become violent. And then what you gonna do? Like,
man, I just last night I watched the new Godzilla movie, Godzilla Minus.
-1.
Yeah, -1. That is a really great movie. And one thing about it, without spoiling anything, it shows that was so great. My eyes got so watery, but it shows the sacrifice that men have made throughout the years for everybody. And it's always the ultimate sacrifice. And I hate when people diminish, what we've done, what we sacrifice. In war times, when it's time to go to war, it's us on the front lines dying. It's us making those hard decisions, no hard sacrifices. When that stuff come up, when shit hit the fan, women be like, okay, well, do your thing. Do your thing. I'm gonna stay at home. When the war, Ukraine happened, they said, hey, all the women, you get out of here. We'll stay and fight.
And die.
Yeah, we'll stay and die. We'll stay and fight this fight. But that's what we do. That's what we always done for thousands and millions of years. It's always on us to make that huge sacrifice
and we don't
for our wives and women and children. I mean, we complain, but who else gonna do it?
Yeah, we complain and no one will listen. Like we complaining to the guy next to us out here in the front lines getting shot at. Like, yeah, this is pretty fucked up, ain't it? Like, yeah, man, I hear.
Yeah, out there in the trenches.
Mm-hmm.
So and I hate how in this day and age, what we sacrifice as men is getting diminished. This ain't got nothing to do with no misogyny. This ain't got nothing to do with this and that and equality. It's just got something to do with, hey, appreciate what we do. Because if we don't do it, shit gonna be fucked up.
Yeah, you're gonna be singing another language from other men who don't even give you the time of day to think about it.
But yeah, Godzilla -1 it's a great movie. If you quick thing, if you just take Godzilla out of the movie, it's like a 10 out of 10. But if you put Godzilla in it, it's like a 20 out of 10.
It's funny because that's like that's the regular. I heard the budget for that movie was $15 million, and it's like Japan makes it look so easy. Now, of course, Godzilla is their whole thing, so of course they know how to do it. But when you look at our Godzilla, They don't look bad, but it's kind of like in comparison, it's like so distracting because
Yeah,
I didn't care for the first movie. It was too focused on the people, and I was like, there's nothing interesting about watching these guys go up against these giant Muto monsters. Like we all want to see Godzilla, and they keep teasing them, and it's like,
well,
see, Japan will have that dude drop kicking folks in the middle of the movie.
yeah.
You
See,
know?
this movie make you care about the people. Like I understand what you're saying. Like man, we don't watch Godzilla to see these people, but the story about the people in the time and the things that they're going through, even without Godzilla, is an amazing story. That's why it's so good. That's why it's making millions of dollars. Word of mouth is getting around, and then people see this movie, and it's good. It's good. It'll make your eyes watery, but it's good.
I'm gonna try to see it next week. I'll have some more time off because I've been wanting to see it, but I'm so used to staying at home and or working.
Yeah, go, definitely go out and see it. I encourage anybody to go out and see it. And like Godzilla looks amazing. It's probably like the best looking Godzilla ever.
Mm. Well, yep. Well, that's the additional the bonus stream talking about the failings and intentional misfires of Twitch, who very conveniently didn't allow me to name it what it is down here below. Degenerate company versus degenerate policies. Like, I can't wait to as soon as I go offline, I bet you I'm going to get an email saying your last stream was very problematic, and we're going to have to delete it or something. Like, yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Hey, you guys just approved this stuff the other day now.
Yeah, make up your mind, man. Is degeneracy allowed or not? I don't know. What the rules keep changing.
It changed within 24 hours.
Yeah, I know. Like, make up your mind, Twitch. I'm
Yeah.
trying, but y'all making it very impossible.
Oh man.
Take
Well,
y'all seriously.
I don't have anything else, man. You got anything?
Nah, that'll do it for me. I might hop on Tales of Arise, or I probably need to go to sleep, to be honest, because I stayed up real late yesterday editing a new YouTube short because I got a few more of them that I want to do. But yeah, Asmongold, shut the fuck. No, matter of fact, don't shut up. Just go fuck yourself. Like that's I and just
It's
on the
terrible.
side.
It's
Yeah,
like I hate when people like be talking and just miss the point completely. Like,
well, it makes me think what do you call it?
retarded.
No, he's not stupid. Asmongold is a smart guy, and I can only think that you're part of the problem. You're encouraging this, and this is your way of encouraging it by sounding as if you're being uh an intellectual about it. Like, well, if this is just these Simpson incels who just don't realize the true nature of why women must twerk on poles. It's like, the fuck are you talking? It doesn't. It's what are
It
you?
makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah, because it's like you're lying, dude. You're just another one of these fucking weirdos trying to push this shit on everybody. That's what it is. Because like I know people like Asmongold, and when it comes to like MMOs, that's your guy. That's who you listen to. Because like I watched him for a while when he's talking about that stuff, and I'm like, yeah, this guy sounds like he has a brain. But when it comes to this, it's like, when did you become like a pro on women's issues? And why is it that whenever women's issues come up, the best they can do is horseshit? It's like, okay, get him out of here, man.
Terrible, terrible,
Like,
terrible, terrible.
silly, silly, silly. But that's all I got.
Well, I think that I might get on some Armor Core 6, or I might play some Storm Connections. So
All
whatever
right.
I feel like, we'll see.
Hey, I think I might give me a bottle of water and call it a night because I kind of feel it. I stayed up too late last night, and this old body can't do what it used to.
Yeah, man. Get some rest, man.
Yeah. Well, but folks, thank you for joining in on our impromptu stream. We're going to be back on track next week on Wednesday. We're going to have your weekly gaming roundup as well as the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I got a few other videos in the works. Right now, I'm working on just a bunch of YouTube shorts to kind of get out there on the TikToks, the YouTubes, the Facebook, the Instagram, and all that shit.
I saw one today. It's good.
Yeah, I got a few more with you on there because like you dropped some good ones too. So I'm trying to get get it circulating because it definitely it works. Like I'm still figuring out TikTok, and I was like, man, I posted it up on there about 30 minutes, and it already went around about 1,300 times. So it's definitely a new platform to get used to.
Let's get it.
Yep. But everybody, your Immortal Afro Josh, you are watching Immortal Afro Gaming. This is my co-host H3 to the game, and we'll see you on the next upload. Peace.